Hello, everyone. This is Luis Concepcion with Strategic Profit Line Trading coming to you with the plan of the week for week number 9. As always, the following is our disclosure. Just understand that this is for educational purposes only. I'm not providing any investment advice. Understand that everybody has a different time horizon. Past performance does not guarantee future results, and all investments and trades involve risk, including the loss of your original principal. Here's our agenda for the week. As always, I'll be covering the news, provide a market overview of the indices. And this week we got a lot of companies reporting earnings again, more than last week, 791. And as always, I'll probably provide you about 20 opportunities, as I will not be providing you opportunities for 791 companies. Here's last week's results. We went 1 and 2 in stocks. Options, we went 3 and 1. No entries on 15. And I wanted to highlight something this week, just to understand that even though trades don't hit this week, they hit for prior weeks, and all those zones are still valid. So I'm starting to track that now as I was requested to. So just be mindful of that, just because something didn't hit this week and can hit next week. Here's what the picture looks like for earnings this week. A very, very busy week when it comes to earnings, so be mindful of that. I went ahead and I updated our week 8. So this is an example of what I'm talking about. PNC was from week 3 and it hit this week, and it was profitable. So, another thing that I want to highlight was Nvidia failed in options by 15 cents. I'm sorry, in stocks, but it did work in the options home front. So that brings our total on the week, on the year, 11 and 8 in stocks, and for our options, we are at 20 and 5. So moving into the charts and starting with the SPX, so the S&P 500, we made an all new time high again this week. I want to put some aggressive trades for you, for those of you who are aggressive traders and more experienced traders. So just understand this level right here at 50.67 to 50.48. That is a 30-minute level. For those of you who are interested, you can go ahead and go to a 30-minute chart and see how that zone looks. Other than that, I've moved another level up. Now we got the 49.93 to 49.46, and with a gap to fill on the S&P 500. Again, there's no supply with us continuing to make all-time highs. So we'll see what happens this week. Moving on to the NASDAQ, the big thing was obviously NVIDIA this past week with earnings. We had 3 consecutive days of drops, and it came right into our zone. Hopefully, some of you were able to profit off of that. So this zone already worked, and I'm going to put another level here, just like we have in the S&P 500, which is this one. So that's going to be 17,490 to 17,311. That's going to be on the NASDAQ. And again, no supply, as the NASDAQ has made all-time highs with NVIDIA making a draw back to 600 and coming back all the way back up. Moving out to the Dow, I've added a level here. It's going to be 386 to 383. Let me fix this. Make sure it's underneath that. So 386 to 383 on the Dow Jones, no supply on the Dow Jones. The next level is going to be 380, 377 in the event that this higher level does not hold. And the rut. It's been in a rut. As you can see, it has the whole year we've been in between both our levels and it has not reached either one of them again. So on the demand side, that's going to be 1887 to 1847. And on the supply side, 2069 to 2103. Moving on into earnings this week, I'm going to start with, let's see, Domino's Pizza. So Domino's Pizza is reporting earnings, as a matter of fact, Monday morning. To be cognizant of that, this might be an opportunity on the open. The supply zone is going to be 40.60.40 to 40.75.25, and the demand zone is going to be 374.30 to 361.68. Next is going to be Berkshire Hathaway B shares. You got 387.52 to 379.31. Highly doubt we'll have an overshoot with Berkshire. However, for my more individuals who want to be a little bit more aggressive, I just saw this level, and that's going to be 398.94 to 391.80. Next company I have for you is AMR. So AMR all-time highs was 411.12. First demand level I have for you is 302.41 to 283.73. Next company I have for you is FIS. That demand zone is going to be 55.14 to 53.45. And that supply zone is going to be 74.43 to 79.41. Next company is Freeport. On the demand side, 59.60 to 54.43. And on the supply side, 103.75 to 108.38. Next company is going to be Workday. So for Workday, all times highs with 309.86. The demand level I have for you is 279.19 to 261.28. In the event of an overshoot, you got the next level is 239.13 to 229.50. As you can see, this level is already working on TMDX. I'm not sure if this is going to hold. However, if we continue turning lower this week, this supply level is 88.80, 94.26. So if we come back up here, probably provide you another opportunity to continue going lower. Um, However, on the demand side, you got 43.87 to 39.50. Next company I got for you is Norwegian Cruise Line. Closer to demand, so that was going to be 15.01 to 14.04. Trying to give you cheaper stock every week. Try to include that for those of you who requested it. And the supply side is going to be 2022 to 21.26. Next company we got reporting is Lowe's. So on low, excuse me, on lows, you can see we're already in this level. So this is an aggressive level as already previously worked. So you got 231.91, 235.72 on the supply side. In the event this is an overshoot because they have positive earnings, it's going to be 250.22 to 263.31. Be mindful that Home Depot had earnings last week and they did pretty well. They beat earnings, but they were flat. So I'm not sure if that's going to be any indication for lows. So be cognizant of that. On the demand side, you got 209.73 to 205.83. Next company is AZO or AutoZone. First demand level I have for you is 25.46 to 25.09, and no supply as it made an all-time high as well with the markets at 28.55. Be mindful this is an expensive stock, and you have to go directional if you're deciding to take options because they're not that liquid. Another company I have for you, Macy's. So on the demand side, I have 15.15 to 14.34, and on the supply side, 26.75 to 28.29. Baidu also reporting on the demand side, we got 97.13 to 90.99, and then on the supply side, 135.37 and 140.99. Be mindful that Baidu likes to gap a lot on earnings. And the last company I have for you is Advanced Auto Parts. That demand zone is going to be 46.67 to 42.19, and the supply zone is going to be 109.79 to 112.80. And that's going to do it for us for the charts this week. So moving on to the news this week. On Monday, we have no news to report. Moving on to Tuesday, we got the durable goods pre-market, and then 30 minutes after the open, we got consumer confidence. And after hours, we got the Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar being affected. Moving on to Wednesday, we got GDP prelim before the market, so you can expect a little bit of volatility in the morning at the market open. After that, nothing affects us on Wednesday unless you're trading the euro, and it's going to be all day, so be mindful of that. For Thursday, we got PCE price index, pre-market, and unemployment claims. So be mindful of that. Depending on how those reports happen, we might have some additional volatility at market open. And on Thursday, we got PMI. So be mindful of that as well. There might be some increased volatility at the market open. For Friday, 30 minutes into the open, we got manufacturing PMI and consumer sentiment report. So 30 minutes after they open, be cognizant we might have some additional volatility coming into the market. And that's going to do it for us on the news front this week. And as always, here's my contact information. Feel free to go to the website to see when I have upcoming courses and classes to teach. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to email me. If you haven't done so already, you can go ahead and follow me on Facebook and LinkedIn for trade posts and additional shows throughout the week. In the event things change or I see something, uh, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like button. Until next time, happy trading. Have a plan. See you next week.